And no, there's no special permitting. When we build with shipping containers, they call it a steel bill, STEEL. And that just means that you're using steel instead of wood. Most units that you've been encountering have been made out of what we call sticks and bricks. And so in our world, we use a lot of steel, and we do that for the reasons that you mentioned. It's more disaster resistant, it's fireproof, it's waterproof. And so you just want to be in buildings that really allow for you to have a long-term, use for it. You know, most wood and drywall, a tap of water can turn into a disaster in stick and brick buildings. And so I always say, if you use steel, you can't go wrong. And so you can use it for a numerous amount of things. So just think of something, it can be a shipping container, except maybe a circle house.
What's the largest one you've ever built?
So today, our largest has been 3,000 square feet. So a lot of people think we build tiny homes. We don't. We build larger size houses. And we're moving into the commercial space. So our largest to date, which will be done in the next year, will be a 1,060 unit apartment mixed-use complex. So these will be condos as well as retail spaces, all made out of shipping containers.
Okay, this is like totally cool. Now, tell me this, what is like the cost of this kind of home compared to a traditional home?
Great question. People ask that a lot. So if it's a residential build, the price varies. So if you like fancy items, you're looking at probably $175 per square foot. If it's not so fancy, so we're talking about like a marble versus a vinyl, $150 per square foot. Now, traditional builds start at $175 and they go up. So just that alone can save you at least between 15 to 25% on a build, depending on what your finishes are. Commercial side, there isn't no apples to apples. It's always cheaper to build with shipping containers in comparison to a stick-built commercial space. So we're talking about apartment complexes, offices, things like that. It's significantly cheaper, probably close to 40% savings.